tonight, cries for Coco. Dr. Kenny Anthony adds his voice to mounting calls for answers about the missing teen. The director of the National Housing Corporation, NHC, says he won't be quick to buy into allegations of injustices by employees. And the Marigo Resort manager explains why the company stepped in to offer employment after a family was put in the social media spotlight. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Tuesday, the 3rd of December, 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, channel 117. Also being simulcast on KISS FM. Watch via our website, www.caribbeanhottv.com, or on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The parliamentary representative for Vieux Fort South, Dr. Kenny Anthony, says he remains deeply troubled by the unexplained disappearance of Michael Blades alias Coco of the Mang, Vieux Fort. Coco, as he is popularly known, was arrested by Vieux Fort police on the 22nd of November and was taken to the Choiseul police station. He was released without charge on the evening of Sunday, the 24th of November. Footage from the police station recorded that he attempted to flag a vehicle, presumably to take him home to Vieux Fort, but he never made it. To date, Coco has not been seen or heard. According to Dr. Anthony, the family and friends of Coco are deeply distressed and worried. With each passing day that Coco is not found, their anxiety and worry intensifies. The children in the Mang are said to be traumatized by Coco's unexplained disappearance. Postings on social media have yielded no clues. Dr. Anthony says, understandably, the family needs answers, and very quickly. While Coco has had a history of autism, Dr. Anthony, who has known him since he was a child, describes him as a sensible, kind, warm, and jovial individual. He says he just prays that Coco is somewhere alive and well. In other news, as the family of Michael Blades continues in their desperate search for the young man, National Security Minister Senator Herman Gill Francis says the Royal St. Lucia Police Force continues in its efforts to locate him. Francis says very little information has been gathered in regards to the release of Blades from the Choiseul police station on the 22nd of November. Jacques Wooding tells us more.
Nearly 2 weeks following his release from the Choiseul police station, family and friends of Vieux Fort resident Michael Blades are still searching for answers as to the whereabouts of the mentally challenged 21-year-old. Originally arrested in Vieux Fort for reasons unknown, friends of Blades have taken to social media to question the decision of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force to release him in an unfamiliar environment at 9 p.m. Minister for National Security Herman Gill Francis says that little information has reached his office. However, he maintains the utmost interest in seeing the young man located.
But I'm very interested in what is happening because I'm not even too sure how old the individual is and whether the police had any information about his mental state. So I have to do some investigations before I make any pronouncement on that. I don't want to comment on something that has not been discussed with me. I'm hearing different times and so on, but I need to get the full facts and then I can make a comment about it.
As they await a formal statement from police, the friends and family of Michael Blades have appealed to the public for assistance in locating him. Anyone with information is asked to contact 715-3076. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Advocating against various alleged injustices within the workplace, employees of the National Housing Corporation have gained national attention as they seek government intervention to deal with issues relating to health and safety and managerial concerns. Releasing his official statement on this development, NHC Chairman Timothy Mangal calls for clarity on the purpose of the action by employees. Jacques Wooding reports.
On Monday, December 2nd, 2019, a contingent of displeased employees from the National Housing Corporation sought audience with Minister for Housing and Urban Renewal, Guy Joseph. First on the agenda was the failure of relevant authorities to address the issue of mold in the NHC building, followed closely by a list of complaints which have been mounted with one official at the NHC. NHC Chairman Timothy Mangal has issued a statement in response to this industrial action, in which he questions its true intention and says select members of the corporation are seemingly being targeted.
Why target other personnel within the organization? I understood that a petition was prepared by them and sent to government, to the Prime Minister, accusing other members of the corporation. So if your issue is health issues, why should you go there? And even signing that petition, I hope for their sake, all right, that the accusations they are making in that petition, which they've put in writing, they could substantiate it because they're opening themselves for libel.
On Monday, 2nd December 2019, a contingent of disgruntled NHC employees, together with senior-level industrial relations officers from the National Workers' Union, made their way to the office of Minister for Housing and Urban Renewal in a bid to gain audience with Minister Guy Joseph.
On Friday, the acting managing director, Mr. Claudius Pito Francis, requested the keys for all the filing cabinets from the administrative staff. When they reported for duty this morning to perform the functions, he refused to hand them the keys. So there is a situation where persons reported to work, but they're not able to access the filing cabinets for purposes of performing their duties. But there are other issues which are mainly occupational safety and health issues at the building.
Is there an issue with mold?
Huh?
Is there an issue with mold?
No, there is an issue with mold. There is an issue with suspended particles in the atmosphere because of the removal of the carpet on the floor. And the Labour Department, on more than one occasion, made recommendations in terms of addressing the occupational safety and health issues, but the management of the corporation is refusing to act.
So what does the staff and the NW wish to happen here, coming here today?
Yeah, well, we're here to see if we could fix an appointment with the minister.
Mangal says as he closely awaits developments in this matter, he hopes that for their sake, accusers within the NHC will get their documents in order to support defamatory claims. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Oding.
Thank you, Jacques. The silver lining surrounding the dark cloud that covered the Jackmill teen seen being abused in a viral video is seemingly growing brighter. The family, consisting of the teenager, her mother, and her little brother, has been adopted by the management of the Marigot Bay Resort and Marina. They sat with Hot 7 TV News to explain why they took this action. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more.
Early on in the final week of November, a shocking and disheartening video showing a teenager being abused by her aunt went viral and left the nation sad, embarrassed, shocked, and angry. The video also awakened the generous and giving nature in a number of individuals who jumped at the opportunity to present the teenager with gifts of new shoes among other items. One said individual took this generosity to a whole new level with the help of a place of employment by adopting the family. Director of Operations at the Marigot Bay Resort and Marina, Pearl Flavian, said she was devastated and reduced to tears when she saw the video. However, she said she instantly felt the need to reach out.
Dr. Hippolyte shared that video with me. At that point, we saw it as an opportunity to act. And we instantaneously went to town, got the shoes for the child, got a hold of the parents, get a hold of the mother, get a hold of the family, and presented the shoes to the mother. I saw it as well as an opportunity to change a rather unfortunate situation, because I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure you will agree, that there's more than one family in St. Lucia with a similar situation. So it was bad at first, it was terrible at first, but we saw it as an opportunity to do something personally.
Through the resort, Flavian said she intends to provide the family with the avenues needed to rise from their current situation and to prosper. She revealed that all aspects of their lives are being worked on, from education to counseling.
We have secured employment for the mother. She is very happy to be working with us. As a matter of fact, she started on Thursday last week, so less than 3 days after the unfortunate video came about. We have adopted the kids, meaning we will be taking care of their school needs all the way until secondary education, which is really good for us. We're looking at counseling for them because, yes, it's all well and good to look at the material side of things, but then what about her future? We need to mold the young lady. I'm sure her self-confidence went down, her self-esteem went down. So what can I do personally to mold that young lady? The young boy, Kennedy, what can we do to let Kennedy know this is not acceptable? You cannot treat somebody that way. And how do you stand for yourself? So we will be working a lot closely with them.
Whilst the video showed both an ugly and a beautiful side of St. Lucian's, one thing it highlighted was an age-old and deep-rooted problem of child abuse in society, a problem which consists of hundreds of cases that do not get the publicity as the teenagers. Flavia said it would be a major benefit to all involved if other members of the business sector would adopt other vulnerable families, as it is a doable feat.
I believe that we should not allow it to get to that stage. Why not engage more with the different communities? So if there is a hotel in, let's say, Castries Central as an example, who from your hotel is reaching out to the community? So if each hotel or each company had a similar community outreach program, we would learn a lot more about what's really happening in society and lend a hand.
Flavia said she intends to go a step further by teaching the teenager about the hospitality industry. So should she choose to go through that route in the future, she will have a foot already firmly in the doorway. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
The influx of moral support and the donation of shoes are just the beginning. The young abuse victim seen in the viral video is now the proud owner of a brand new laptop. Computer World has decided to chime in and has gifted the teenager with the laptop in a bid to aid her with her educational ventures. Not wanting to disrupt her studies, Michael Flood, who has been one of the Good Samaritans championing the goodwill gestures being shown to the teenager, was on hand to receive the gift on her behalf.
I am here today to collect on behalf of this young lady who was brutally abused by her aunt. I'm sure everybody saw that viral video. A laptop computer and a printer, something that will go a very long way in assisting her in her education. As you know, her family seems to be going through some economic situation, and of course I think the good gesture by Computer World to assist her with that laptop and printer will go far in her education.
Computer World Supervisor Nishant Gupta was on hand to present the gift and extended his sorrow over the teenager's ordeal. He also expressed his happiness to be a part of the gesture. The presentation took place at the store's Bois d'Orange branch on Monday afternoon. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, the National Security Minister takes the President of the Police Welfare Association and Philip J. Pierre to task. A former principal urges the government to find solutions to bomb scares and other issues affecting the education sector, as opposed to accusing people of being political or playing the blame game. And why John Peters thinks the opposition in Dominica is on a dangerous path. That and more when we return.